Low quality gear. What do you mean by low quality gear? Because I don't think that even the T2Is is a low quality gear. However, I'm going to go ahead and believe that what you mean is that you don't have the luxury of a lot of gear, or the kind of gear that people would conventionally want to work with. Right? It's about your storytelling. There is a triangle. At the top of the triangle is time. And there is money. Quality slash skill. A lot of times you have money and you have quality skill, but you don't have time. And sometimes you have quality skill and you have time, but you don't have money, which is what would equate into your question. And sometimes you have time, you don't have money, and you don't have skill. In all this, the reality of the situation is that you will never completely have all. Your situation is a balance of all three. You would have more of one and less of the other. Say you have time and you have skill. What you lack within money, you can use these two to make up for it. So you have enough time to think about things that you can't get because you don't have money. So say someone tells you you need a certain kind of location. When you have time, the ideal location, say a bank, but you don't have the money to be able to build the set. So you spend time looking for location that fit the description. Either you spend time doing that, or you spend time creating an idea that will not make you have to even see the bank in the first place. In order for time to work, you need to have skill. And the quality of your skill is very important to you being able to make up the decisions as to, we can flip the idea this way, or I found this location. At first, the location doesn't look like as if it can work as a bank, but this is how I can work around it. I actually think this is either quality, skill, or experience. My handwriting sucks, so this is experience. And if you notice, quality, skill, experience, it pretty much all line up. Essentially, you might have time and money. Now, when you have time and money, you pay for quality, skill, and experience. You might have money, experience, skill, and quality, and not have time. Just because of the experience and people who have done this before, right? They're able to say, look, we don't have time, which is usually where a lot of big productions fall under. You're shooting a commercial, all right? They never give you time. You have money, oftentimes better than a music video budget. So that way you're able to get gear, an experienced crew, technical crew, production crew to be able to save time because you never have time. I would say time and money usually when you have an investor or an EP who really believes with faith in you and the need for the story to be told. Now, where us low budgeters come in is usually with time and quality, skill, experience. Low budgeters or indie filmmakers usually fall in this bracket of time, having time and having quality, especially when we're doing our personal projects, having the skill sets. Now, there are times when you have time and you don't have the expertise, but you can use time to gain some level of expertise. That's what YouTube is for. This is the triangle here. As a beginner, you have time, and you spend a lot of that time acquiring experience and some money. In this case, time would be 60%, and you've used that to acquire skill, about 30%. Then you've been able to get money also acquired through time, 10%. It's scary, but you should not be afraid to fail. The more you try, and you'll achieve some things, you'd fail in other things, but you have the experience. You use that again as time because you failed, and that's time that's been used to acquire skill. And in acquiring skill, and you still have time, this 10% money that you had, you might actually be able to do your next project and slash it down to 5% because you've gained 5% more skill. I don't know if this made any sense. I hope it makes you understand what I'm trying to say here.